We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you all for clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. Y'all already know, man. I come in here pouring out all of the compliments for my people who pull up to show love to me and the LFR family. This is the Morning Vantage, episode number 53. I do realize I am late, but here's what happened, bro. So I went in the bathroom this morning, right? You know the times when you go in the bathroom and you about to handle your business and you think that, man, this is going to be 30 minutes. I sit on the toilet for like 55 minutes, bro. 55, I don't know what it was I ate yesterday. I had a salad. I do remember that. I had some mac and cheese, spicy mac and cheese from Hangry Joe's with some chicken and some other things. The long story short, I did not know I was going to be on the toilet for that daggone long. I came out feeling about 10 pounds lighter, all right? But now I'm here. I was able to shower, take my time, listen to some Myron Golden, and I am good. I was able to thank God for waking me up this morning. I thank God for everybody that he put in my life all around the world, everyone who have me and my family's best interests at heart. I know y'all did not want to hear that as an intro, but guess what? This is when keeping it real goes wrong. Ain't no such thing as TMI with family. I don't want to see that. Like TMI, it does not exist when you're talking about family. Huh? Amen. Can I get an amen, somebody? Huh? Because God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Huh? Huh? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Hey, shout out to all you guys. I just want to say, first of all, I would never, the thing that make me feel good about being 47 years old, going through everything we went through, when I talk to people on my platform, the thing that brings me solace, the thing that brings me comfort is that I don't have to lie to y'all, man. I can give y'all the real because we're family at this point. So do me a favor, family, and hit that like button so we can get it cracking. We got a couple of things that I want to rap to y'all about this morning. We're going to have some fun per usual. I got a couple of videos I want to put in front of you. One of which is when Senator, what's his name? Bernie Sanders completely fell apart on the Joe Rogan show. Shout out to Joe Rogan for continuing to apply pressure to his guests. He exposed people who are not capable of intelligently communicating on many different topics for 3 hours straight. That's why Kamala Harris said that she did not even want to go to that show. She would not go to that show because she was not capable of having a conversation that she knew that Joe Rogan was going to ask her some real things and put her on the spot to have to answer those questions. And her and her team said, nope. Do you not realize, Kamala and the Harris team, that could have been the thing that could have put her over the top? There's more than 300 million people that watch the Joe Rogan show, that listen to his podcast. But because y'all tried to shelter her and y'all tried to protect her from being exposed, she ended up exposing herself. And then you have 60 Minutes who tried to do this whole cover up that Joe Rogan was talking to Bernie Sanders about because she could not answer questions on a friendly podcast that was going to set it up for her to look good no matter what. They're going to take this answer to that question, and we're going to put that answer on this question and that question on this answer to make her look good. And that still didn't work. Nothing worked for that lady, but there are still people around this country who are crying because they said they feel like the only reason why she wasn't voted for into presidency is because she was a black woman. All I have to say, respectfully, kiss my black ass. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button, man. We about to get it popping. It's Friday. Y'all already know. Van has no filter. And I think Van is trying to torture me with his beard. Listen, I only have one white hair, which is absolutely crazy. My mother came over here to our cookout. We had a huge, huge cookout. It was a family reunion over this bad boy. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all some. I'm gonna show y'all this right here, just real quickly. Where's my daggone Instagram? Where is my Instagram? Huh? Huh? I'm gonna show y'all later. But I got some videos and pictures of people hanging out in front of the house and back of the house, chilling, man. It's beautiful. It was a real family affair. Only thing that I'm not proud of is that we had over 200 people at the house and not one white person, man. Not one white person. Wow. And I know a lot of white people. Okay. Let's move forward, man. We're going to jump it off with this right here. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. I thought this joint was absolutely adorable. I want to see what y'all think about it, man. I thought this was very cool. All right? Yeah. What's going on, MJ? Shout out to MJ, Nanny's taking the world. Shane, B, Katarina. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? Hey, listen. What's up, B? Yeah, I got my blues up in here. And I do realize we're running late. But again, if you are late to this morning podcast, I just want to let y'all know again. Man, I had the bubble guts, man. I had the bubble guts. And the older you are, you do not rush through bubble guts. Matter of fact, you're thankful that is not backed up, you know what I mean, that the Lord released you of all of those toxins that are of the devil. Because what he did, he cleared out my body, he cleared out my soul, he cleared out my mind. Somebody say amen. Because he wanted me to see that Jesus is the way. He wanted me to see that all I have to do is give my hand to the Lord and he will lead me. He will not lead me astray. Not tomorrow, not today. Can I get a hallelujah? God is absolutely amazing. I promise y'all, I feel like I am in my purpose right now. I feel like I am in my flow right now. I said a prayer that I learned from Myron Golden. Myron Golden is absolutely phenomenal. Never spoke to him before. This dude is flying. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But I was a little lost. I was trying to figure out what is my purpose. I've achieved some success. I got my family. I'm thinking that my family is my purpose. My wife is my purpose. My children are my purpose. I'm thinking that the people outside of my purpose, like you got to say something positive to people. You got to give them a word. Well, God, listen. He says, say this prayer and you can find your purpose. The prayer was, dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the thing you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serve the people you will have me to serve. And I feel like I'm in my purpose. I believe I'm in my purpose. Okay, let's go ahead, man. Have y'all seen this joint right here? Before we move forward, I see we just now got a super chat. Let's go, man. We got a super chat from what's going on, Intelligent Observer? What's up, brother? I'm going to read it like him because I talked to him before. He talked real black. He talked real black, man. I talked to him on the phone before, so I'm going to read it just like he talked. What's up, brother? Happy Friday, man, with no filter. I'm back in the country. Just wanted to say what's up, and let's catch up soon, brother. Huh? That's how he talk for real. Like he's real black, like extra crispy black. He just light skinned like Drake. Hey man, welcome back to the country, big dog. This brother is a really good dude. And if y'all are not already following Intelligent Observer, please check out his channel. You want to talk about objective reporting? He's probably the most objective person in this space that I know of. I'm trying to tell you, There's no such thing. He's based. He's still based, but he's very objective. And for that, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. Let's play this joint right here. We got some good stuff today. I promise you, some real good stuff. Hit that like button.
I just want you to put yourself in Barack's shoes for a minute. You know, they're the ones right underneath Jennifer Aniston's bed. How would you feel if your wife said these words? She said, you know, I'm just Michelle. I'm not Mrs. Obama. Then in the same interview, she goes on and she said, oh, I am glad we didn't have a son because he would have turned out exactly like Barack. I don't think these are rumors anymore about their marriage.
Do you actually believe that Barack Obama is having an affair with Jennifer Aniston? The marriage...
She's hot. And if you've been married to Big Mike your whole time, it's like, hey, get off me. You know, I mean, is Matt LeBlanc available? I just want you to put yourself in Barack's shoes for a minute. You know, they're the ones...
He said if you've been married to Big Mike for... Yo, I love these little childlike cartoon figures of these grown people, man. It's dope. Where was this when I was growing up, man? This is absolutely, I'm talking about, it's so entertaining. It fills my heart with joy when I see it. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. It fills my heart with joy. Also, I want to say real quick, for everybody that's in the coaching course, we will be meeting today at 11:30 a.m. I will be covering the 11:30 meeting. I'm going to have someone else cover the 8 o'clock meeting because I got some festivities to take care of. My wife's birthday is Monday. My son's birthday is Saturday. My daughter's birthday is next Saturday and next Monday. And it's just a lot going on. I got to go pick up my nephew. I got a lot to do. But, man, if y'all are not already in our content creations coaching group, you're missing out. I'm trying to tell you, you're missing out. Okay. All right. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Why are they even talking about Barack and Michelle? Because Michelle is trending today. Michelle is trending because, well, not because of this. Not because of this. I'm not here to be mean. Listen, guys, I'm not here to be mean. But because people have been pointing out the fact that she has been kind of sort of disrespectful. She has been really daggone disrespectful to Barack. She has been disrespectful to her name. She has been disrespectful to her to her family, man. And it's unfortunate. It's that if I was Barack, I would be extremely pissed off because, bro, I was the first black president, and this is how you treat me? Huh? Don't be surprised if you don't try to shake the hell out of her, but she got some broad shoulders. She'll probably whoop his. She'll probably hit him in the rib like that. Care who you are. I don't care if you're the president. I'll put this in your ribs. And you know, we can't hit black women back. That's just is what it is. Like they can piss us off. They can say whatever they want to say. They can throw stuff at us. They can punch us. They can even stab us a couple of times. But when they call the police, we the ones that got to get out. We the ones that's going to jail. You know what? I ain't even going to go there because that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I'm just going to go ahead and move on. Matter of fact, here's the Men in Black wand right here. Boom. That's the Men in Black wand. You forgot what I just now said. All right? All right. You already forgot it. We moving on. Megyn Kelly even had a moment where she was making fun of Michelle Obama. Check this out.
A former first lady with her own podcast.
I'm Michelle Obama. People line up for my advice.
No, not her. This former first lady.
I'm Megan O. People need to hear from me. Many people don't understand. Not much is covered in the White House.
It's expensive to live in the White House. We made it through.
We got out alive.
But what happened to me?
What happened to me?
No one talks about this.
No, they don't.
With advice that will inspire.
Do you know what having children does to your life? It ruins it.
They mess you up.
What is marriage? It's about misery.
Folks think that this is harsh. It's like you're going to have a bad decade.
We don't articulate our pain.
Yes.
Meet Megan O. Friday on The Megyn Kelly Show. A former
All right, so
First
let's go and
Lady.
start it. We're getting to the show now. Hit the like button, guys. We're about to have a good conversation about a bunch of other things, bunch of topics, and I am glad that y'all are with me this morning. I see we even got our girl Mika in the building. Everybody like, hi, Mika. Hi, Mika. Hi, Mika. Mika's here. Blah, blah, blah. Always showing love to Mika. Whenever she's on the show, she be like, man, you a hater. Yeah, I am. I'm a hater. I'm a hater. Like, for real, I am a hater. I had to accept that. I am a hater. It just is what it is. I can't even deny it no more. I'm a hater. All right, first things first. Play this for y'all. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. We're going to go ahead and have a conversation about this. And what he's about to say, I'm going to let y'all know right now. What this young man is about to say is 1,000% the truth, all right? And the reason why we're playing this is because of how we have black men like DL Hugley, Swollen Martin, many others who like to get on their platforms, or they go into CNN or other platforms, and they act like the worst thing to ever happen to a black man is racism and white supremacy. I want y'all to hear what this young man has to say and understand that it is 1,000% the truth. 1,000% the truth. All right? All right, let's go. And thanks again for pulling up. This is episode number 53. Let's get it.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other race won't do nothing or no shit like that, but ultimately, bro, I'm not worrying about a white nigga or a Mexican nigga when I go out in public. I'm worried about niggas, bro. Like, you might walk into a store and the nigga might look at you the wrong way, and now y'all niggas beefing just because this nigga looked at you the wrong type of way. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. Like, think about this shit, bro. Like, I can go somewhere and a white person will speak to you like, hey, how you doing? But you go anywhere and see a group of niggas, it like you automatically got to get on 10. Like, niggas damn near don't want to speak or none of this shit. Like, bro, this shit is crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Like, this shit need to stop. Like, my nigga, I was just at the beach, right? And the little chick I was with, she had said some shit out the window, and the niggas heard it, bro. Like, it automatically became tension between us. Like, me and my homeboy got out the car, and them niggas just looking, clutching and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy than a motherfucker. But you go out in public, every other race goddamn speak to you, but it's us that goddamn be trying to destroy each other, gang. That shit is wild as a motherfucker when you sit here and think about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us, bro?
All right, so the reason why I pulled that up is because of this. When I'm out and about, right? Some people say I have a nice face, right? I look like a nice guy. Some people say that I'm approachable. But when I talk to my children and I talk to my wife and I talk to my family members, like my brothers, my nieces, nephews, they all say, nah, you don't look approachable. Not that I look mean, but I look standoffish. I look like I'm on defense. And I have to explain to them that, unfortunately, that's how I have to be. Because if I'm not that way, then I will get tried by people who believe that if you don't look tough, or if you don't come off a certain type of way, if you look like you're a sucker at all, you will be tried. You will be tried. People will look at you for too long. They will intentionally disrespect you. They will intentionally look at your lady or say something slick to her, probably even touch her hand or touch her waist. They will even bump you in public just to see what you're about. Like, and it's unfortunate that it has to be that way. But here's the thing. It's never the white people that do that. It's never other nationalities, but specifically white people. It's usually people that look just like me that want to test me. And here's the thing. This is the wild part. I go out of my way to be nice and kind to people. The same way I open up a door when I'm going into a restaurant or a store for a woman, if I see a man walking up, I don't care if he bigger than me or not. Listen, I'm a gentleman. I'm like, hey, what's going on, big dog? Let me get this for you. This is me. Like, I'm like, what's going on, soldier, man? Them shoes like that. Man, that car nice. What year is that? Like me, I'm always starting conversation. I'm always being complimentary. I'm always being cool. But whenever I'm around my family, whenever I'm with my family noticed this about me. Like we will be in the mall. Or we'll be at a function or anywhere, wherever we are, restaurant, whatever. And they will see something. They will see my face stone up. They will see my face stone up, be ready, right? And what they will realize is shortly after it stones up, they will see like 2, 3, 4 other people coming toward us or walking by us, and they don't realize what I'm doing. What I notice is whenever I'm out and about, because I'm a skinny guy and because I'm a black dude, another black dude, I come off as a threat to other dudes. And if I see somebody lock eyes with me for too long, I'm going to do the same. I'm not going to smile at you. I'm not going to look away. I'm going to find out what's going on with you before you even say something. Because I'm letting you know off top, I'm also on tilt if it goes left. And it's unfortunate that it has to be that way. This young man did a video saying, when I leave out the house, I'm not looking over my shoulder for no police. I'm not looking over my shoulder for no white dude. I'm looking over my shoulder for other people that look just like me, who got this negative mentality. And it all comes from one thing, in my opinion. It comes from our filed up culture. Everybody's crabs in a barrel. And I'm not trying to say everybody, because I know some amazing people that look like me. I know some amazing African Americans, amazing. But if you ask anybody that look like me who they are on defense against, when they go in public, it will not be the white man. It will not. Not unless, let me take that back. Not unless they live in areas that are primarily or mostly Caucasian, and they have faced racial tensions already in those areas. But for the most part, if it's just equal playing field, I'm in DC here, I'm in Maryland here. When you go downtown, it's going to be a lot of everybody, a lot of Asians, a lot of whites, a lot of blacks, a lot of Hispanics. It's going to be a lot of everybody, a lot of people from the Indian community, a lot of everybody. I'm talking about it's going to be a mixed bag for real. But when you're walking down the street and you see 5 white people walking towards you, 5 white dudes, I don't care if they're young, I don't care if they're older, I don't care if they if they ride motorcycles or whatever, if they all tatted up, I don't even feel no type of way, because I never come into a situation where they start being aggressive to me for no reason at all. Even when we went to Miami, when we go to Florida, right? And we go there a lot because my daughter, when she got married, she moved out there. Beautiful marriage, man. They treat each other so well. It's so awesome. I love it. My baby girl, the way he treats my daughter, it makes my heart melt every time I see it. I know I just now went off on a tangent, but whenever I am around my daughter and her husband and I see how they treat each other, this young man goes out of his way. You know what I mean? I'm always bragging that he's a doctor and whatnot. I don't really give a damn about that. I love the fact that he makes sure she feels safe no matter what. He treats her like a lady. He treats her like a princess. He treats her the same way she treats him. This young man sits down and she goes in the kitchen. She fixes him something, cooks for him every single day, takes care of him. And every day he takes care of her. And I'm just sitting back just like, wow, this is beautiful. But my point of bringing up Florida is because when we were there for 4 days the last time, we were around, I'm talking about on the resort we were staying on, it was like 80% white, 20% everybody else, right? So when we go to the sports bars, restaurants, the poolside restaurants, or wherever we was, it was mostly white people and Hispanics, okay? Everyone treated everyone with the utmost respect. The utmost respect. I'm trying to tell you bro, it was so beautiful. It was so cool. My wife would tell me, hey, babe, I'm about to go to the bar, sit down, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be at this bar. Come holler at me if you get some time. I'm still in the room chilling, talking to JoJo, whatever the case may be. I pull up. My wife is surrounded by white people. They joking, laughing, sitting down beside her. They loving on her. She loving on them. They just having a good time. Bruh, the only person that stone-faced me the entire time I was on that resort was two black dudes, 2 separate times, for no reason. And I'm like, bruh, why are you on defense against me? Brother, have you not realized we got to stick together? Did you not hear on CNN? The white man is against us. We got to stick together. What are you doing? I'm not your enemy. The white man is your enemy. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. And that's why this young dude said that. I don't agree with him putting it out there that he leaves out the house every day with a gun, because he's going to be a target. And I say that to say this, because a lot of people who he never said that he's licensed. He never said that and that right there, you say that and you put that out there, then people started, like, certain people are watching you. Be careful. All right. Be careful putting that information out there. Now, if you strapped and you're licensed and you got all your papers in place and all that other stuff, do what you do. Stay dangerous. I'm all about staying dangerous. That's 1,000%. But I only stay dangerous so I never have to do anything. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want to beef. I don't want to go back and forth with nobody with no negative energy. I don't have time for it. There's not enough. Right now, I'm in a point of my life where I just want to love on everybody. Everybody. If you're an asshole, I'll tell you you're an asshole to your face. We'll settle this right away. We'll get over it and we'll move forward together. I'm not even talking about leaving you where you stand, making you feel bad, and then leaving you there all soaking and I should have been a better person. No. The thing is, we're supposed to be here to chastise one another, to correct one another, so that we can move forward together, arm in arm, hand in hand, because it's our responsibility to make this world a better place. It's our responsibility to take a step forward toward partnership, friendships, business, and whatever the case may be. It's our responsibility, all right? And sometimes we deny ourselves of many things that God had planned for us because of what society has painted to be negative, or to make us feel like we can't trust somebody simply because they don't have the same hue or they don't have the same amount of melanin that we have in our skin. It's insane. It's insane. Did y'all hear the exchange between DL Hugley and some young man on TMZ? Bruh. DL Hugley acts like everything is racist. Everything. This dude said that everything Trump does is because he don't like Barack Obama. Let me tell you something. Trump ain't thinking about no damn Barack Obama. Barack Obama was a two-term president. So is Trump. Barack Obama didn't have to go through as much to become president that Trump did. This dude almost lost his life, was almost arrested, lost like hundreds of millions of dollars in being sued. Everybody was coming against him. Pause. No Diddy. It's not the same, man. At the end of the day, we need to daggone start moving forward with love in our hearts. And if we do not, that is on us for being the assholes. We got some super chats just now came in. Let me read these joints, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss Mika Van. Check out Jamal Bowman. It goes with this. All right, Jamal Bowman. Keep a baby Glock. I ain't fighting with no random. Listen, she keep a baby Glock. She not lying either. Let me see what Jamal Bowman talking about. Hold on. Let me see this right. Hold on 1 second. So Jamal Bowman, was that the guy on CNN yesterday that was talking stuff? Hold on. Let me pull it up right quick. Hey guys, thank y'all again for pulling up and being a part of this morning's show. I do realize I started a little late this morning, but I had bubble guts. I thought I was going to be on the toilet for 5 minutes. It ended up being 55 minutes. But I read some good information while I was down there. I was productive. I hopped my black tail up in the shower, and I listened to some Myron Golden, and I praised the Lord. I thank God for my blessings for the third, fourth, and fifth time, because I do realize I can't do any of this without the Lord, man. That's just me. And hopefully you did the same thing. All right. Jamal Bowman, yes. So we played this yesterday. Check this out, man. This brother said yesterday, and we're going to play it again simply because it was requested by our homie, our one and only Mika. And this dude is slow. He says Black people got heart disease and obesity and many other different things and cancer because we are stressed out from being called the N-word. Bruh, somebody please slap the hell out of him. I'm not. That's a big dude. I'm not. But somebody please do it. He deserves it. Check this out, man. This dude is, and we actually discussed this on yesterday, man. I cannot believe this mess. This makes us look bad, for real. This makes us look bad.
Catholic pro-life ministries bombs. We are not dealing with America's original sin and its disease of hate and racism towards black and brown people and sexism towards women and anti-LGBTQ sentiment. We are not dealing with that. Your colleagues in the Republican Party do not hold each other accountable when it comes to the racism that comes from the party on a consistent basis.
Congressman, I mean, where are you on?
You can't be calm about this. I'm a black man in America. The reason why heart disease...
I'm white, I can't comment.
Listen to what I'm saying. The reason why heart disease and cancer and obesity and diabetes are bigger in the black community is because of the stress we carry from having to deal with being called the N-word.
So we eat too much fried chicken and drink too much Kool-Aid because we're so stressed. We eat sugary sauces all over everything we eat because we're so stressed out from being called the N-word. This nigga is retarded.
Directly or indirectly every day. If your colleagues would listen and try to learn and engage and grow and stop being so hateful, we could have a better country.
Jamal.
But unfortunately, we're still here.
Jamal,
It's coming from one side.
Jamal, I feel your passion and I understand where you're coming from, sincerely. I really, really do. It happens on both sides, Jamal. You might think it happens more on your side. Jamal, when I leave the show, Jamal, you should see my Twitter feed. I mean,
and they're acquitted. Rodney King, Abner Louima, Eric Gardner, Trayvon Martin, black cops in Memphis. It's not the same. And I don't want to qualify or quantify pain. That's not what I'm talking about.
I have a question for y'all. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. What was the name of the youngin' who went inside of the store and practically beat up the store owner, who was a small Asian man, and then took something out of it, like some candy and some soda, and then left out? He was a bully. He just went in that joint, pushed him out the way, took what he wanted, threatened to beat him up, and then rolled out. And then he was approached by police on the way back when he was leaving. What was the name of that young man? Please let me know, man. I don't know. That was Mike Brown. That was Mike Brown. Let me tell y'all something. The black community will protect and stand behind those types of activities that we do in our community simply to play the race card. And I think that's so stupid. Also, I don't know what goes on in your back, in your neck of the woods, the same way you don't know what goes on in my neck of the woods, right? We only know what the news tells us. How could I possibly know what's going on in Kentucky, Missouri, Michigan, in Mississippi, Alabama, if I'm not there? If I'm not there, am I to just assume that because since everyone's or most of the people are white in these areas, that there's no crime being committed, that there's no police being unalived or no police unaliving other people that look just like them? And am I to assume that? I watch Cops, and Cops is hilarious. And guess who I see mostly on Cops? Go ahead. It's a pop quiz. You go ahead and answer that when you get a chance, Jamal Bowman. It's ridiculous, man. And we're always constantly trying to play the blame game about that's happening only on our side, and it's happening to us because they hate us. Could you imagine how ridiculous that is? To stand in front of somebody, that's very it's disingenuous. No, it's an outright lie. It's an outright lie. Everybody's trying to hold on to the civil rights movement in the days when dogs were sicked on us and we were sprayed with water hoses and beat with batons for not being for standing up against the police and saying, no, we're not going to the back of the bus, and we're going to drink out of whatever fountain we want to drink out of. Our country has gone through a lot. We have gone through a lot. The whole point of that statement is we have gone through it. We are on the other side of it. We are doing way better than we ever have been. And people are bending over backwards to make everyone feel comfortable. That's what it is now. So whenever we go to different states and we hang out, or we're on boats, ships, like we're on a cruise or something like that, and we're partying with other people from all around the world who don't look like us, these are people who realize that I'm here to enjoy this moment and nothing is going to mess it up. Not you, not me. If it's somebody I came with, I'm go ahead and nipping that in the bud as well. But we are here to enjoy each other. We are here to enjoy life. The moment, we don't know the day or hour that the Lord will come, or when the Lord will come for us specifically. So many people under the ages of 50 years old are getting heart attacks, strokes, cancer. They're just random things are happening to our bodies that we can't even explain. And we're spending all this time fighting over stuff that means nothing. If we don't start being more grateful and appreciative for our life and for everyone that's in it, we're going to lose it. Do y'all understand that? It's corny to complain about this BS and act like this is what's ruining society right now. No, it's you, sir. You feel like you got to come on a panel filled with white people and tell them that they are bad to us, and y'all are the reason why things are going wrong, and y'all need to change it. Y'all need to fix it. No, we need to fix it. Fix your own community. Address your own community. That's how things get fixed. I know that for a fact. That in order to fix the black community, you don't go to the white community and say it's your fault, because y'all won't let us learn with the same level of education that y'all get. We ain't got the computers y'all got. We don't have the funding y'all got. We ain't got this. We ain't got that. Let me tell you something. The people who are coming here to our country and surpassing black people with regard to education, business, wealth, all of those things, they are still getting married. They are still having babies. They are achieving great things. And black people are moving down. as far as ranking is concerned, because we're so busy complaining, waiting for somebody to give us something, while other nationalities come here not even being able to speak our language, and they start thriving immediately. We can't even travel to another city to get a job because we complain that there's nothing near our on our bus route. There's nothing in our city. So we start complaining and we just rather not do anything and ask the government to give to us. Whereas you have other people from many countries who would travel here with nothing, start their lives over, and their children end up becoming doctors, engineers, nurses. They end up starting businesses. They end up making enough money to purchase properties, reach back and bring more of their family members over, live together so that they can stack and invest together, and then they get more properties and more properties. This is happening around my brother's neighborhood. This is happening around my neighborhood. Bro, it's insane. While we're complaining and waiting for somebody else to do the work for us and help us out and feed us, there's other nationalities who are coming over here and getting in front of us without even having to receive the government's help. They come in here hustling. They are focused. While we're sitting around complaining, talking about racism. We getting sick because of racism. You don't shut your ass up. And then I ran across this that really churned my goat. I churned my goat. Listen to me, man. I'm from Southeast DC talking about churn my goat. This churned my goat. Check this out, man. I thought this was ridiculous. Hopefully TMZ allows us to play this. But this is DL Hugley, who got extremely butthurt because this dude just he communicated like an adult. DL Hugley lost a political debate on TMZ because he was over the top emotional and he felt like he had the right to be that. Not only that, when he was called out for being emotional, his answer to that is, I will whoop your ass. I bet you won't come and tell me to my face that I'm emotional. DL Hugley, I have to tell you this, brother. The prison system is filled with extremely tough men who are emotional as hell. And if they weren't as emotional as they are, a lot of them will be free men. Just because you're tough and you can fight somebody does not negate the fact that you are an emotional human being. You are a beta male. That's what you are, and it's okay. Not everybody can be alphas. You can communicate your message without tears and yelling and calling people names because you're communicating to somebody else who's not calling you any names. You're communicating to somebody. Y'all watch this yourself. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about this, man. Let me go ahead and put this joint side by side with us. And yeah, I ain't gonna make this too big because I don't want to get flagged. All right, check this out, man. Listen to how emotional this dude is. He sounds gay. Not that anything's wrong with that. Okay, here we go.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do, you coward. Name me one person, one competent person on this cabinet that can help him. One. Same time.
DL, is there anything that Donald Trump could do that you would give him credit for?
Yes, he could have went to jail for starting a riot.
Okay, there's the answer. The things that you are saying, with all due respect, they are absolute nonsense. He torpedoed a deal with Iran because he doesn't like Barack Obama. Do you listen to this? Do you hear what you're saying?
He destroyed. Oh, stop it. Stop it. The man, he wouldn't do that. The man who's renaming federal.
Wait, give me the proof. Give me the proof.
Let's talk in facts.
Let's talk in facts. Let's talk in facts.
Why didn't he torpedo the deal? Why was
because
the deal
it's a crap deal. It's a crap deal, DL.
Well,
The whole world
what was crap about it,
recognizes
Mike?
that.
No.
Barack
was crap
Obama
about it?
has said.
There's not. So a better deal is the one he's doing now.
Yes,
Stop.
they
apologize.
negotiated for 60 days. He said take a deal. They didn't take the deal. Now it seems like we are on the verge of peace, except the only difference is now their nuclear program is decimated. DL, come on.
That man torpedoed that deal precisely because he didn't like Barack Obama.
Every president we have had, DL, has said that they cannot have nuclear weapons, including Barack Obama.
A mediocre coward who is a bull president, and all of you people enable him. That's all he does is break.
Okay,
but I don't know.
This hurts your side. It hurts your side, DL, because when something legitimately good happens for the world, you can't admit it. You cannot admit it.
Do you think no, I despise him, but if he did something
no kidding,
right,
you despise him. It's all, we hear it.
Him. I
know you do.
Yes,
Everyone hears you.
I despise him as much as he despises black people. I despise him as much
more
as he despises
nonsense.
us.
It's more nonsense.
By the way, Mike.
Let me ask you something. Why rename bases after Confederate generals? Why do it?
Now, before we even move forward on that, I want to point out something. You see the young man that's talking, that's debating DL Hugley? He's an actual employee of TMZ. He's debating a guest. The guest is being extremely disrespectful. But guess what? The two hosts, the two main guys, I don't even know their names. Y'all let me know whatever their names are. I don't care what their names are. Both of them are flaming liberals. You can take that how you want. Both of them are flaming liberals, and they continue to take the side of DL Hugley. When he says something to DL Hugley, when this guy says something to DL Hugley, they will always take the side of DL Hugley. Like, name one, Mike. What are you talking about, Mike? Mike, what do you mean by this, Mike? What about DL? DL is saying some dumb stuff, and they have not called him out, nor are they planning to call him out, because they believe the same thing that he believes. They believe that Trump does everything to be racial. Let me tell you something. In order to run this country properly, you ain't got no time to be racial. You got to focus in on every single issue that needs to be taken care of. When he came here, he took care of major issues in the very first 100 days of this administration, of him being in office. But he gets no credit for that. DL Hugley is still talking about Jan 6. Do you know how many riots, how many protests that we've had before and since Jan 6 that were worse than Jan 6? I'm just saying. But DL Hugley is so butthurt. He's like, he the one that did it. He the one told them people to go in the Capitol. He the one. Why isn't he arrested? Sucker stuff, man. Okay, let me continue, man. This is just nuts.
Nonsense.
By the way, Mike.
Let me ask you something. Why rename bases after Confederate generals? Why do it? Why destroy black history? Why
Good question. Good question, Mike.
Why do it? You know why? Because he's
let him answer, DL.
And
you heard that? Good question. Good question, Mike. Good question, Mike. Bruh, whose side are y'all on, man? You don't need enemies if you got friends like that. If you got supervisors and friends like that, you don't need enemies. Yeah, good question, Mike. Answer that, Mike. Idiots, bro.
Because he's
let him answer, DL.
And let him do it.
If you're going to ask him, you have to let him answer.
Why does he do it?
Give me the question once more, DL. I'm sorry.
Why does he rename?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. You coward. He's a racist. That's why he does it.
Look, DL, let me tell you, it is such a sign of weakness that you cannot control your emotions.
I tell
you are out here. You are attacking me personally.
Okay, we're now.
It's a sign of weakness, DL.
We're in overtime. We are.
DL, somebody your age
all
should
right.
have more control over their emotions.
Everybody fall back. We got to stop down. Got to stop for a second.
If you want to see me, I'll show you how weak I am.
Mike's down.
I'll show you how weak I am.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right. We're going to do this civilly.
So, here's the thing. You can't bring somebody on their show, allow them to yell and be all belligerent and disrespectful to your coworker, and then when it gets out of hand and your coworker calls him out, you tell them, "Okay, guys, y'all gotta be quiet now. Y'all gotta calm down now. Y'all gotta be quiet." No, let your coworker call him out because he was being a suck-ass dude. He was being a pansy. He was absolutely being a pansy. He cannot have this discussion without being over the top emotional. It's okay if you're gay, DL. It's all right if you're a beta. It's all right, bro. Like, be that. But you're doing yourself a disservice by not even trying to be objective, by not even trying to hear another side. You already came there with your point of views and you said, you know what? This is what it is. Let me ask you something, DL. How many African Americans were being displaced, being overlooked for job opportunities by illegal immigration in the last administration? Answer that. What do you know about President Joe Biden and all of the many times he has said and has done the most racist BS in the world? What do you know about that? I'm certain you know a whole great deal about it, but he won't give any credence to it because he has a position that he needs to stand on. He communicates with his audience on his radio show all the time as the comedian who stands with the people. I'm with the people. I'm a revolutionary, and that's who I'm with. Bro, it's not respected. Only by the people who are your minions that believe everything that you say and they don't think for themselves. But other than that, people who think for themselves, they know. I'm a thinker. I think for myself. I know. Why else would it be? Why else would he change these names to people who were in the Confederacy and all these things? Who the hell knows? But why are you acting like there weren't any black people in the Confederacy? Bruh, the whole reason for this conversation is so that DL Hugley can prove that Donald Trump is a racist. Who cares? I don't care. Black dude here, voted for Trump. I don't care. Why would I care about that? I'm in a voting booth. I got to vote for the person that's not racist. Who am I going to vote for that's not racist? Because the person that's not racist is the person that's going to be the best president. That's what we talking about. The person we talking about, we going to vote for somebody. No, that's not what you vote for, dumbass. You vote for the person who's going to daggone be the best commander-in-chief for this country, who's going to represent our nation best on the world stage, who's going to put us in a better position economically, who's going to make matters far less dangerous in places where your family are from, where you like to hang out, where all of your audience come from. No, you don't even hang out there anymore. That's BS. You hang with the bourgeois, but you want to still fight the good old fight of racism. When you go around your way and you hear that such and such died, it's never by the hands of a white man. Stop BSing. Charleston White was talking to somebody, and somebody said, somebody asked Charleston White, they said, so what do you think about police brutality? How come you never speak about police brutality? He said, because I don't give a damn about police brutality. And he was like, why? Because they were insinuating that if you are a black man and you have a platform and you don't discuss police brutality, that you are against black people. Charleston White then said, police never shot anybody who was coming home from work and was carrying a lunchbox and their tools. Police never stopped a young man while he was on his way to school and he had his shirt tucked in his book bag and he was going to school and shot him. Police basically what he was saying was how you present yourself adds to the end result, no matter what part of the world you're in. Whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it does not matter. And a lot of the times in our communities where we want to focus so much on police brutality, we fall to the hands of people who look just like us, who are from the same exact neighborhoods. The same person that the police are beating on or chasing through the neighborhood, trying to catch them and lock them up, are the same people who brutalize other children that are just trying to go to school and back home, trying to be outside playing with their friends, who want to be a part of a football or basketball team after hours, and then when it's done, they want to safely get back home. The same person that the police is chasing and beating the hell out of, those are the youngins that's selling drugs to our brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, our mothers and our fathers in our neighborhood. They are the reason why our parents are getting strung out on drugs, while they're no longer able to hold a job, to keep a job, to take care of their kids. They are the reason why people are breaking into people's houses and stealing TVs and whatever is valuable so that they can go sell it to bring the money back to them so that they can, come on, man. There's videos all over the internet of people coming home from school and they making fun of it. But people coming home from school like, yeah, what's up, y'all? I just now graduated from college. And people like, okay, what's going on? Welcome back, college boy, smarty art. You smart as on know what? Look at you. I see you. But somebody come home from prison, everybody all excited, throwing them parties. Come on, what do we celebrate? What do we support here? It's ignorant. And we want to cry racism all the damn time. Racism is not what's killing our people, man. At all. It's ignorance, it's arrogance, it's entitlement. And the list goes on and on. At any rate, excuse me. It's just ridiculous, bro. And a lot of times, too, we would get into conversations with people and try to figure out what side is pushing us further and further and further away from having a relationship with God. What side is doing that? What side is doing that? It's the Democrat side. Have y'all ever heard of Pastor Jamal Bryant? Pastor Jamal Bryant he's a pastor. He's a pastor from Baltimore, kicked out of his own church because he impregnated a girl in his church that he was responsible for, but he was married at the time and they ended up getting separated and blah, 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 blah. Then he ended up receiving an offer to become the lead pastor at a church called, I believe it was New Age, I believe it was New Age, in Georgia, where the bishop there, Bishop Eddie Long, rest in peace to him, he was in trouble for having sex with boys in the church. All right. So Pastor Jamal Bryant goes and take over that church, right? And now his first lady is up there preaching with a BBL. She has a BBL and she's up there preaching and everything. And he talks about, I need to bring more black people to church. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start teaching people how to grow weed on the church grounds. In the back of the church, we're going to start a weed farm. We already know that black people like weed, so we're going to show them how to grow weed, and they're going to do it here on the church, and we're going to sell it, and we're going to get some revenue. Not only that, this dude, Pastor Jamal Bryant, just now preached at a church where the pastor, the man, is married to another man. So the pastor has a husband that they call first man. They call him the first man. In this church, Men are walking around with high heels on. Pastor Jamal Bryant is not going to preach to that church to tell them to step outside of their sin, to turn away from sin. He's going to that church to tell them that God is good. We're all different except who you are. Live in your truth. Give me money. Make me richer. Because God's law means nothing. We need to change it. It should change over time. Why? Because we change over time. God's word don't ever change. God's word don't change. And I'm not trying to be this Bible thumping person, this Bible thumping Christian. All I'm saying is that we got leaders out here who are Democrats, who are standing alongside of freaking Muhammad Ali while he's in a wheelchair and trying to get him to be a part of this whole rainbow coalition. And then when somebody asks them a question, they want to act as if that question is not a good question. We want to move on. I don't even know why you asked that. That's a dumb question. We're moving on. So it's just ridiculous, man. You got demons on one side and you got God's people on the other. It's an easy pick. You ain't even got to overthink it. But the way they bring people back is tapping into their emotions by saying that this president is racist. This president don't like black people. This president only liked the white man and the white woman. He's not a president for you. He's just a president for them. But Biden, he was a president for everybody. He loved black people. He loved white people. He loved all people. That's why he let everybody come here. And he tried to sell the border wall. He tried to sell them joints off for pennies on the dollar. His vice president, who was supposed to overlook the border, 3.5 years in to their term, she has not visited the border once. To the point where when she was running for president, she was asked the question on 60 Minutes. I think it's 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes. Has she been to the border? And she outright said, I haven't been to Europe either. What the hell does that have to do with protecting our border? This is a serious issue. Y'all bring over tens of millions of people to build up the economy by putting money in their pockets that we printed, making our dollar worth less and less, giving them shelter, giving them little fun packs filled with everything that they need, and just stepping over American citizens. And you're telling me that that person loved America more than the person that's in office right now? Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here. They only feed this information to people who are dumb enough to believe it, who won't do their own due diligence. Just a little bit of research to do it. Just a little bit of, okay, that's not true what they're talking about. It's not true at all. When it came to integration and they wanted to put white people in black people's schools, they wanted to bus black kids over to the schools from certain cities, from blue cities. It was Joe Biden that said that he didn't want his children's school to turn into no jungle. That was Joe. I'm just saying. Okay. So let's get away from this this whole thing is just wild. All right, so Bernie Sanders appeared on Joe Rogan podcast, bro. Check this out right here. I thought this was absolutely brilliant. Somebody put this together. I thought this was dope. Check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. And also, thank y'all so much for pulling up to episode number 53 of Morning Vantage. I'm appreciative that y'all are here. And for everybody that's a part of the YouTube coaching group, we will have a coaching call today at 11:30. And our 8 p.m. call will be covered by someone else. We'll figure out who's going to cover it. But the coaching calls without me are usually more lit when the principal is not there. When I'm not there, they pull up and they have a good time without me, popping bottles, partying, glad I'm not there. You know what I mean? And it's awesome. And I'm appreciative for folk like, shout out to Renee. Renee Suzanne, shout out to you. Thank you for everything you do. For real, for real. You're a dope young lady, and I really appreciate what you do. All right, let's go and jump into it, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already, man. And if you're looking to receive some coaching, check out that coaching course or reach out to me with the word coach or VIP, and I'll break it down to you.
Was the poll incorrect?
Yeah, the poll was wrong. So what?
What about the conversation that they had with Kamala Harris where they edited the answers that she had?
60 Minutes has a sterling reputation for investigative journalism.
That's not investigative journalism if you change someone's answers. If you ask her a question and she comes with a rambling answer that doesn't make sense and you edit that out.
Suing media has the impact of intimidating media.
No, but it's not that. It's deceptive editing.
I don't know.
You give people a different perception of who this candidate is than reality. But that's not objective journalism. Would you agree with that?
I don't know that I agree with your analysis of it.
I think that's universally accepted that that's what they did.
The impact is clearly intimidation. He wants to defund public broadcasting. Why is that? Because they also would run critical stories of him.
They say things that are defamatory and factually incorrect. What other course does a person have other than a lawsuit?
I don't think that it is appropriate to be intimidating media.
Bernie Sanders is full of sugar honey iced tea. That's what I'll say. You hear me? Bernie Sanders is full of sugar honey iced tea. I used to think he meant well. I used to be Team Bernie. I was wondering, man, with Bernie might be all right. He's telling everybody that they can get free, go to school for free, don't have to pay their student loans. Like, I didn't understand. I was like, well, shoot, F them private universities. They're already getting enough from us anyway. Why should people have to pay their loans? Nobody's going to be hurt by them not having to pay the loans. Yeah, a lot of people are hurt by not having to pay the loans. The only way they can get their loans is from other people putting their money into banks and banks ensuring that that money is not an asset at all. That money is to be used to help other people out and to be paid back so that they can pay. It's like a big old cycle, and somebody ends up being hurt. There's really no such thing as a victimless crime. It really isn't. And the fact that Bernie Sanders, AOC, and the new mayor, the new Muslim mayor in New York don't get that is mind-boggling. I don't get it. I have no understanding whatsoever. I used to be for it. Free stuff? Please. I want it. Yes, we want free stuff. Why shouldn't we have free stuff? All the rich people get to have whatever they want. Now we should have whatever we want. What that does is that trains up a society of individuals who feel like they don't have to work for what they want. They just go out and take what other people have. So when you see somebody breaking into your car at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's the same mentality as Bernie Sanders. Someone who feel like they didn't have to work for that. They can just go around your neighborhood while you're asleep and take what you have. Why? Because they deserve it. And guess what? If you pop a hot one in their back pockets, then you will have people like Bernie Sanders saying they didn't have to shoot them. They didn't have to try to defend their property. They didn't have to do that to them. They could have fired a shot in the air and still been in trouble because you're not supposed to do that either. It's like this country is starting to protect protect the criminal more than they're protecting the victim. And that's what Bernie stands for. And it's highly unfortunate. I do get it. Especially, we live in a world where, everybody grows up and leaves school. Even the people who wasn't all the way there. They grow up and they start families too. They grow up and they get jobs too. Even the people who weren't all the way there. And a lot of times, while we're in these institutions, even the people who are getting straight A's and all that, most times they aren't there either. School was a great distraction for them. It was something that they can hyper focus on and perform at a high level. Then when they no longer had that, they try to find their next purpose. What am I good at? Sometimes they completely fall apart. Who knows? But these politicians need to stop standing up for criminals. Period. What is that? That don't make us citizens feel safer. Like you look at the new Muslim mayor. I don't even know the dude's name, Mamdani or something like that. That used to rap back in the day. Only been a citizen for 7 years. This dude is talking about all NYPD are racist and homophobic. They're against the gays and they are against anybody that's not white. And then, so these are the people that are supposed to protect you. But then he wants to ban all guns in New York. Ban all guns. So they want to ban all guns. They want to legalize marijuana. And they want to completely disrespect the police officers who are there to serve and protect. They want to defund them. Make that make sense. You have a bunch of people smoking endless weed, as much weed as they possibly want. You have no guns. Only the criminals have the guns because they're going to get theirs. They're not going to follow the rules. They don't give a damn about you banning no guns. They're going to have their guns. So the criminals, they're getting more and more and more and more and more weapons, smoking as much weed as they possibly want. You think that that's going to make them settle down and not want to rob nobody? You think that's going to make them not want to commit more crime? They're going to commit less crime now that they're smoked out. They got all the weed in their system. They straight. They chill. They on the couch eating snacks. Leave them alone. They're fine. It's a bunch of dumbass people running this country, man. And we are voting them in office. And then when we finally get somebody that's smart, they got a team that's moving in the right direction, the only thing people can say about him is he's racist. It's dumb as hell. Here's what has to happen in order for people to stop saying that Trump is racist. He has to hire people simply because they're black. The next time Trump stands up or sits down at a meeting with his team, we need to see 15 black people in the room. And if he does not, then he's racist. Y'all saw how a whole bunch of people were clowning Candace Owens because she didn't get picked for a position in Trump's cabin. See, you thought you were a part of you can't eat at his table. You thought you were a part of them. They showed you, now look at you, looking stupid. Candace like, what the hell are y'all talking about? I'm good. What you talking about? Byron Donalds, you thought you was going to be a part of his cabinet. Now look at you. Huh? You think you better than us because you a house Negro? You're a house slave? Come on, bro. Really? Tim Scott doing all of that, standing up, giving them speeches at MAGA rallies, and you didn't get a position. Now look at you. They won't even invite you to their table. You look bad. We don't see no black people on his team. The racist person would hire you simply because you're a different color, to appease other people who are the color of you. That's what a racist person would do. Oh, I know one off top without even thinking too hard. Joe Biden did that. Not only did he do that, put somebody on his team, put somebody on his daggone as the vice president to run alongside him, simply because she was black. But then he sat down on a black radio station and podcast, looked in the camera and said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. Oh, but that person's not racist. DL Hugley's punk ass voted for him. And so did I. I voted for him too. I was stuck in that matrix too, guys. I promise you, man. I don't know. I was stuck in that same matrix. I voted for him. I voted for everybody Democrat up until 2024. 2024 was my very first time voting for a Republican president. I voted for Donald Trump. And now I got to have that conversation every time we have a family get together. Speaking of, let me pull up my daggone Instagram right quick. Where is my Instagram? Did this string did I delete it or something? I didn't delete it. Oh, there it is. All right, so let me go ahead right quick just to show y'all what was going on, guys. Let me see, Brucey's. Okay, Brucey grandmama. Yeah, I gotta show y'all this right here. All right. So here's my crib right here, guys. Don't make too much fun of me. All right. We had a family reunion at my house. A lot of people. We was on the grill in the front. We was on the grill in the back. Y'all check this out right here, man. Shout out to my cousin for posting these pictures. 80%, 90% of the people there were my wife's family and friends, and the other 10% were my family and friends. I don't really invite a whole bunch of people over to my crib, but yeah. A lot of people on my wife's family, co-workers, friends, everything. We had an open bar. We had a DJ. We had a lot of food, a whole lot of food. It was dope. It was just a lot going on, man. A lot going on. A lot of people taking pictures, loving on each other. All the food that you want, all the drinks you want, all the, everything. Just a whole bunch of fun, man. Playing cornhole, the kids playing basketball in the background. I mean, in the backyard. Like, we just having a good time, man. It was beautiful. A lot of money was spent, but it was all worth it. People bringing dishes and everything, and just dope, man. It was dope. It was a lot of fun, for real. It was a whole lot of fun, and yeah, it was just, it made my heart melt that God blessed us to be able to have a good time with our family and make memories. And just because a lot of them have done it before, they've hosted huge events at their homes, or we met at parks and whatnot. And yeah, it was just cool. It was just real cool, man. It was just real cool. But yeah, so, and I'm taking pictures. My wife's taking pictures. Just having a good time, man. It was awesome. It was absolutely, it was dope. It was dope. And every time they was looking for me, they'd be like, man, where Trump at? Where Trump? Anybody seen Trump? Oh, he out back. Somebody go get Trump. He out back. They was talking about me because I was the one that voted for Trump. And guess what? I'll pull up and they be like, Van, come on, man. Tell us. You in front of all us, man. Y'all know, you already know who we voted for, man. What in the world's going on, bro? What, this, that, and other. I was like, I can tell y'all about it, but y'all will be upset. Y'all will be upset. Y'all don't want to have that conversation. So let's just continue to have a good time. All right? I'm like, y'all want to have a conversation? We can. They like, nah, man, we just don't understand. No, you don't understand. That's why y'all voted for Kamala. That's why y'all voted for Kamala. If you understood, then you would not have voted for Kamala. I'm just saying. But since you don't, you voted for her. And guess what? Here's the good part. Here's the good part. Out of everyone that was there, everyone, for the most part, are doing extremely well in life. They have careers. They have assets. They have businesses. They have money in the bank. They take trips. They wear what they want to wear. They wear high fashion clothing, and they go to daggone these trips that most people can't afford. They hang out all the time. Bro, y'all are not hurting. As a matter of fact, y'all are in a better place right now, better space right now, since we have an actual man in the office who's doing his thing. So y'all need to be thanking Trump for real, instead of trying to figure out why I voted for him. I know why I voted for him. You need to figure out why I voted for him. God dang it. Yeah. All right. So we got this just one other thing that I want to play for you guys. So let me see. Did I cover everything that was inside of my what's the name? Oh, we got a couple of super chats. Just now came up. What's going on, Jeff? Racism is what one cries out instead of having to avoid taking personal responsibility. 1000%. Shout out to Yankee Jeff, man. Need to get Sheldon Daniels back on. That would be dope. That would be dope. I would like for Sheldon Daniels to pull back up. That would be dope. Thank you, Sugar Shane. Oh, Jeff, thanks again, man, for the DEI requirement in DC. You should have invited me. I would have brought the mayonnaise. I wanted to invite a bunch of people, but when I realized what type of function it was, I did not invite anybody. I'm just keeping it a buck. I didn't invite anyone. My wife invited a lot of my family and friends for me. So serious. I'm not really a party type person, or because it's so much money you have to spend on that one day. Then you're gonna have a bunch of people there who don't really appreciate everything that you guys did to make it happen. And plus, I enjoy my space. I enjoy my peace. I have more fun when everyone leaves. I would much rather be working, doing some content, doing whatever I want to do, relaxing, whatever the case may be. But I'm not really, it's a joy being able to see everyone, all the people that you love and all those things. But at the end of the day, I much rather be up under my family, man. Just be chilling with my wife, my children, probably my nieces and my nephews. Like, I'm going to pick up my nephew a little later today, to bring him over for the weekend. And my nieces wanted to come. My other niece and nephew, they wanted to come too, but they're not coming this weekend. They're smaller. But yeah, man, I just enjoy my space. I'm working on some things, man. I'm grinding. I'm trying to help others do content creation. That's not as easy as I thought it would be, but it's definitely fulfilling. I've been working with people one-on-one. Yesterday, I had a few meetings that went great. You know what I mean? I'm starting to see people step outside, break outside of their shell and become more expressive, more confident in what they do. And they allowed me to be a part of their journey, and I take that seriously. And I realize I'm becoming better at what I do and just becoming a better person overall. And that makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing what God put me here to do, right? Yeah. But it was a great time. It was a phenomenal time, for real. It was a phenomenal time. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a phenomenal time. All right, we got one more thing to play, man. Bringing each other up instead of down. Absolutely, man. Much love to y'all too. Get your feet off my couch. They should have never gave y'all money. Hey, check this out though. This one pastor has something to say about President Barack Obama. I wanted to show this to you guys before we rolled out. And let me know one thing that you plan on doing this weekend. Just to celebrate, man. Just to celebrate. Because Fridays used to be my favorite time of the week. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Especially as a child, man. Fridays, what? But check this out, man. This pastor right here, he goes hard on the Obamas. Not for no reason either. He's a man of God. He's a man of the cloth. And he's trying to uphold a standard. And he sees what's been happening in the White House and in our country for a while, and how they've been trying to use certain people against the country in order to help out certain people and only one group of people. But check this out. Y'all let me know whatever y'all think about this in the comments. And thanks again for pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And if you share this on X or anywhere, make sure you let me know so I can show you some love.
An African man and a white trash woman to give birth to this wicked spirit called Barack Hussein Obama. Barack's father did what 70% of all black men do. Run off and leave and don't support. He is not black. He's white trash. He's white trash. Barack Hussein Obama is white trash. I hate Barack Hussein Obama, who is nothing but a long-legged devil right out of the pit of hell. And if you don't mind my saying it, Jesus hates him too. You got children you haven't taken care of. And if you can't take care of your own children, how can you then say you're ready to choose a president to take care of the nation? I'm not responsible for it. I'm just trying to show you how no good you are. And yet you want to talk about choosing a black man to be your president. You have no honor. You have no honor. You make babies like Aunt Jemima makes biscuits. Now get angry about that. So I got news for you about niggas. The way they turned on Bill for Barack, I don't have to worry about them being against me. They'll come on back. They're fickle. They're not committed to anything. And if they commit to something, you can't trust them. They don't stay with anything very long. So if they mad with me now, y'all be glad with me tomorrow. All I got to do is get some government cheese and run through 3 government programs through here. And I do declare every nigga in Harlem will be coming to this church for the government program, and I know it.
I'm going to let y'all know this. This brother said he hate Barack and Jesus hate him too. Then he started talking about niggas. And he's behind the pulpit. He's behind the pulpit. He has a lot of impressionable young men and women in his church. Pastor James Manning, brother, you sound just as ignorant as the people you're talking about. I have to say that because if you weren't a man of the cloth, I would not say that. Yes, it's entertaining to hear you say what you're saying, and it's entertaining to have you give your point of view, especially for this topic when it comes to politics. But no matter how emotional you get, you still represent God. You represent Christ. You represent the shepherd as the under shepherd. You have a greater responsibility. And you sound foolish. You sound just as ignorant as a DL Hugley. You sound extremely emotional. You sound like you did not pray over anything you're talking about. There's no way in the world. Now, I do realize that God does hate the sin. Jesus does hate the sin. But, bro, don't form your lips and behind the daggone pulpit to say that Jesus hates a person. Jesus hates a sinner. That's not how that works. Unless I'm wrong, feel free to give me if you know of a scripture that supports that. I'm here for it. I don't mind learning. I'm a forever student. But yeah, I just had to pause it there because sometimes people get so excited that they start saying whatever the heck they want to say out their mouths, not realizing what they're doing. This is not cool.
And I know it's the truth. Thank you, Elder, but I know it's the truth. Worry about these folks being upset with you. I know y'all's behavior. That's right. That's who they are. That's who they are. Obama. That's who they're saying now. Obama. This Barack Hussein Obama is being catapulted into the position where he's at right now, not because of his character, but because of the color of his skin. This is anti-Dr. King. I said this is blatant racism. It is destroying the dream. It is anti-Dr. King. You don't know nothing about the man's character. character, and that's what you know is not good, but you know that he's black, and that's all you want to know. And so when we talk about his wife, Michelle Obama looks like King Kong's baby sister. That woman's not beautiful. I mean, first of all, her upper lip looks like she's smelling her upper lip, and then the bottom one looks like she's got a dip of snuff in it. That's about the ugliest woman. I mean, if Whoopi Goldberg and Michelle Obama were in a beauty contest, Whoopi would win. I mean, but what's this business about how beautiful she is? Plus of all, she's a big old Amazon woman. I'm a man, I'm 6'2", 225, 240 pounds myself, but I wouldn't be caught dead with a woman that big. Barack's out there in Honolulu trying to convince Michelle to fist bump Obama. By the way, if my wife, Elizabeth here, y'all see her, if this woman you see here, seated as my wife, ever greeted me with a fist bump, I'd give her a left hook. What's this business with Michelle giving everybody the old fist bump? What is she, some running back for the Chicago Bears? What's going on with that? I'm ashamed to be a black man in America. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of you. I beg you, don't do this thing. Don't do this thing. Don't give America over to the Negro. When you pull that lever, those of y'all across America, you're not going to be deciding between a black man and a white woman. You're going to be deciding between a white woman and white trash. As I watch this parade of this emissary, this ambassador from hell himself called Barack Hussein Obama, got y'all in a trance. Not even Jesus is as popular as Barack is. The Pope was here in April and he only got a few people, but Barack gets everybody. Well, let me repeat that. He gets all of y'all. There's one man standing. He's James David Manning, and I'm not going to bow down. All Barack Hussein Obama needs is a mustache. That's all he needs, and an outstretched right arm. And we are repeating.
All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. I don't like Pastor Manning. I honestly don't like anything about him. He hoops and hollers just like any other pastor. He grandstands just like any other pastor. When you start doing all of that, you make it about yourself and not about the Lord. That's where I stand. It's really that simple. When you're a pastor and you're speaking over God's flock, your responsibility is to speak God's word to the people. Let God speak through you and bring people closer to Christ. Have people turn their lives over to Christ. That's the whole point. It's not so that you can just say, oh, I got my people in front of me, I'm going to do a live comedy set. That's not how that works, bro. If you want to do that, go outside the church and do it. Take off that robe, take off that collar, and do it that way. Put the Bible down, because right now, you do not represent God. You don't represent Christ. You don't represent the church. You represent every other Negro that just want to hear a roasting. Go to DC Improv or any other comedy show and do your stand-up there. It will match more. It will make more sense then. So I'm just saying, I played this because of all that he had to say about Barack Obama. I wanted y'all to hear this just in case y'all haven't seen it, because our algorithms aren't the same. So a lot of times what I like to do on my channel is present to you something that's on my algorithm that you might not have seen yet. The same way some of you will send me emails or DMs of things that fall within your algorithm. Shout out to B. B does that. B sends me emails of some phenomenal stories all the time, just to make sure that I'm on top of things. Make sure I understand what just now happened around the world. But pastors got a bigger responsibility, and I take that seriously. A lot of y'all don't know that I went to school for theology. It was a couple of times where I dipped my toe in the ministry pool, and I got afraid and I ran. Because I honestly don't believe that I'm supposed to be in a church. You know what I mean? Putting forth God's word. I believe that I'm supposed to use my gifts and talents on the platforms that I created or that I work on or that I have currently and wherever else I am around the world to represent Christ in my own way. But when you are a pastor and you're leading people astray and you're being the example like Pastor Manning was, bro, you are doing every young person in that church a disservice by communicating that way because they think it's correct. It's like when a child watch their mom and their dad, we are showing them what's right and what's wrong, what they can do, what they shouldn't do. We're showing them what's allowable in society. And when I see a pastor doing this, I got to hold them to account. That's just who I am. I know some of you understand exactly what I'm talking about, but some of you look at it and get so much enjoyment out of what he's putting forth and the things he's saying about President Obama that you give him a pass. I'm saying that if we're not going to give pastors a pass who promote LGBTQ in their churches, promote pedophilia in their churches, if we're not going to give them a pass, then we definitely shouldn't give pastors that communicate in this manner in their congregation a pass whatsoever. Pastor Jamal Bryant still claims to be preaching the word of God. But this dude has done so much and is still doing so much that's completely against the word of God. Now, here's also, we are to make sure that our lives are without sin, that we are living properly. Because most of us can't really judge anyone in the first place. So I get that. But the only reason why I'm giving y'all this point of view on Pastor Manning is because I introduced this video to you all. And I just wanted you to know that I do not agree with 100% of what he says, nor do I agree with the way he delivers his message. This is one of them moments where you judge the messenger and miss the message, some of the message. Sometimes we need to do that. That's just me. You know what I mean? So yeah, take from that what you will. Shani, thank you so much. Shani Right Chick. Thank you so much. She said, love your positivity, man. Beautiful family pictures. God bless and keep you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Nick P. Brother, I was just not thinking about you, man. We got to rap. Man. We got to rap. Shout out to Nick P. One of the coolest dudes in the world. Yeah. Y'all see all the merch that I have, the Welfare Boy hoodies that I wear? He created all that, man. The Elephant family hats that I wear, he created all that. Shout out to Nick P. I appreciate you, brother. Continue to do your thing, man. Yeah. All right. So, dang, chat froze on me. All right, guys. So, that is today's show. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Hopefully, y'all got something from it, got some entertainment from it, got a new level of understanding for whatever we were discussing. I appreciate y'all being a part of it this morning. Also, to all my blues for maintaining the peace and making sure people remain respectful to one another. Thank you. I appreciate that. For everyone who submitted a super chat and went above and beyond, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And also, yesterday, I received a couple of coffees. People bought me a couple of coffees. Thank y'all, guys. I'm appreciative, for real. These things just come so fast. And pause, no diddy. And people don't leave their names. They just put someone blessed you, and they be like, love you, Van. and drop off $5, $10, $50, $20. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Y'all are dope. And for everybody who's considering being a content creator, make sure y'all reach out to me so we can work. And if you're considering the VIP so we can do one-on-ones, let me know that as well. My email address is inside the descriptions below this YouTube video, and the YouTube course is also in the descriptions, the very first link, actually. Check that out. If I don't speak to you before the weekend is over, y'all have an amazing weekend. Love y'all. Continue to do your thing. All right? All right. Okay. Later. Y'all have a good day. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.